All right, ladies and gentlemen, tablet and pen time. Gonna have some fun. Get tablet and pen, get ready to begin. We're gonna have some fun. I'm Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit. Built 60 billion of credit over the years for clients and myself and having some fun. Same thing I'm gonna do for you. Same thing I'm gonna do for, I'm gonna screw up his name, Hishan, okay? You actually did a division of me. We're gonna talk about that today. So guess what? We're gonna have some fun. Now, here it is. I need you. Well, I do, because there's a problem. My problem in 1987, I got all these escrows lined up ready to go. And I'm talking over $1 billion of escrows. But I ran out of me being everywhere. I can't be everywhere at the same time. So I took my clients and said, hey, let's be my soldiers. So it's like my problem I have now. 2026, I have over 1 billion in one escrows ready to go. But I'm going to talk about income. I'm going to talk about what I do to help you and help me as well. So it's kind of working together in conjunction. Now, again, we aren't billion, but billion is fun. Now, I'd like you to take a picture of this. Let's understand. I built my first $1 million of corporate structure when I was 14 and a half years old, by the way, as a kid, driving a Lamborghini at West Coast College. Never went to high school. That would have been a waste of my damn time. That's just what my opinion would be, okay? Now, my first billion was at 21 through structure, 2.6 billion at 26, having fun, 3.7 billion in 2009. So making millions of billions isn't hard as long as you know how to play the game and you follow through. That's the ultimate goal, is to follow through. Let's take a picture here. Now watch. I believe the problem you have with you is you, okay? I want you to take a picture of this because this should be your screensaver. That on your computer or your phone should be printed out in color, put on your refrigerator, desk, or work. I believe your problem is you're going the wrong way, okay? You're wanting some of this today. Well, it's not even money anymore. It hasn't been money for years. It's a Federal Reserve note, legal tender. See, I believe you drove by the Wendy's restaurant since you were a kid. Same one that sits there all the time, again and again and again. Storage unit, laundromat, car wash. My book's about printing and all these other things here. I wrote some of the original books. How about the payphones? Did that one too. See, the problem I think people are trying to be an entrepreneur, okay? Well, that's okay. Let's do that. But let's understand something. Let's not get rich. What should our goal be? Goal should be very simple. Let's do this. Go on the piece of paper you have right now. Write down $6,200. Okay? Write down $10,000. Circle it. Okay? We have to understand something today. Okay? A lot of the social media says, let's get rich, let's do this, let's do that. Okay, that's great. Without foundation, we can't get finance. The other thing, without foundation, we can't get the credit to do what we want to do. And if you make the money, the problem is you don't have the problem. The tax is the problem. The IRS is going to get you. Every time I hear someone say they're rich, it just bothers me because if I was IRS, I'd indict them. You said you're rich, where's the tax? Where's the money? So let's understand. I want you to focus on these two numbers for one reason. You have to look at income. What does it take for you to pay your bills today? What does it take? Now, this is my American dream. I'm a husband, I'm a father, I have a beautiful wife for the last 20 years plus, okay? I have 6 kids, 5 girls and a boy. So what does it take to take care of the family? So my goal is income based before to pay the bills. If I have enough to pay the bills and everyone's okay, we're not perfect, we're okay. I have extra in the bank, all right, that's the goal. So if I can pay my bills with a little extra in the bank, what do we get to do? We get to focus and take care of the family first. Family should be everything. No one should be stressed out, okay? Unfortunately, most people are stressed out anyway because they don't know how to play the game. Whatever number you come up with for you for income could be $6,200 or $10,000 a month. Now, whatever the number is, I want you to get your numbers right because we're going to go after this many ways and different ways and angles. You're going to add 20% to it. Now, the next thing is we're going to write down you. This is you right here today, you, okay? Let's say you have a spouse, okay? There's 2 yous, okay? No problem, we're one. There it is. We became one, all right, and we're a bunch of yous. So we want to put a smiley face there too. What do we get to do? The problem is, it's like we're doing basically a new credit file or a division of me for 3 clients that I see right here. Why? Because they screwed American Express or Chase. They didn't know the rules and tools. Their lack of knowledge became what, I'm not going to say they're personal, but I say the lack of knowledge is our stupidity. We all follow stupid. Here you had chances, 3 choices to try. 3 choices to try. You don't even know that. So again, what happens is like anything else. If we're going to build what I say is an auto income base of 100,000 a month in front of you, and if we do what you're told to do, you're going to get that in 2026. So we're going to have 3 chances to try. As long as we're trying, we're not dying. If we're not trying, we must be dead. I've been saying that for 40 years. Okay? Let's draw a line here and here. Okay? Let's look at car. Registered owner, lien holder. Okay? This is a car. Today, you have a car. The problem we have today is everyone wants to sue everybody, and these bloodsucker attorneys, in my opinion. On social media, they're going to say, okay, all right, you can only write off so much of that car. I don't care about the write-off. Okay? What I care about is the liability. So we're going to put the car aside for a moment and understand something. Today, your car is registered to you. I'm going to tell you, if I'm going to get you the $1 million dream, it's simple to do if you follow through, but you can't bring the pain home anymore. You got to stop this. You got to knock it off. You got to man up, woman up. Simple. Your car registration is going to be changing. It's going to change. You're going to do what I ask you to do. Let's pretend here you have an LLC. Okay, great. You have an LLP. Fantastic. You have a C Corp. You have an S Corp. You have a nonprofit. Okay, you have a PC. Okay, that's a professional corporation. So here we look at categories. These are all corporations to a point, and someone will say, no, an LLC is a limited liability company. It's actually classified as a corporation when you file the tax return. So it doesn't really matter. What matters here is it's a corporation. A corporation's a legal person. Now, we're going to build future, okay? We're going to talk about past. So if we're going to build future where you want to go, we got to look at past, present, and future. Got it so far? We don't want our past to chase our future. So we have to do it my way a little bit more than you've ever learned before. So we're going to have 9 divisions. Write down 9 divisions, please. Okay? Here's 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay? So in 9 divisions. What happens with you, let's pretend you do it your way. You have 3 houses in an LLC. 3 houses. Fantastic. When one slips and falls and screws up, they go after you. You're the duck and the sheep. Every corporation's a legal person. Chapter 18, Supreme Court deemed that to be true. I'll show you that. It's public record. Not here to be seeking an attorney. You're going to put an M in the box here, an M. Okay? What you're going to understand is, let's say you sit here and do real estate. Fantastic. You do great in real estate. Then show me the form I created in 1998. Assignment of mortgage. I created the form. Okay? It's out there for years. So how about a homestead blocker? You see someone chattel mortgage. See, we got to realize we have to plan to win, plan to die. We also have to plan when they don't pay the rent. There's a problem in that too. So let's pretend you're going to do what I want you to do. This is a line of defense, okay? You're going to have, let's say, a house in a division. Because you put them in your LLC, when they sue the one that slipped and fell, they get to sue you and their corporation at the same time. You're going to find yourself through the rabbit hole, and you're going to bring the pain home. If every house was a division of a corporation, you're separating liability. You're building a corporate umbrella, okay? Because I don't just want to help you a piece. I want you to rebuild your life like I did to myself for millions and billions, but against learning how to play the game, okay? Now, we talked about the car, okay? You're going to have a division over here. That division is going to be the return of the car, right here. You're going to have 3 types of divisions of you. Okay, you want 3 types. We're going to break it down in pieces. I'm going to show you on the screen as well. First division is going to be the registered owner, the registered owner. This is the one that's going to sign leases, okay, leases and assets. So a division is a legal what? It'll show you that as well. So this is a division to set up leases. All right, no problem. This will be a division to get supply credit to turn it into cash. Okay, this is the division just to build cash credit. So this is credit card, cash credit. So divisions of me give you the ability to do so. We talked about your car. Your car today, registered to you, I'm going to say, in my personal opinion, that's the stupidest thing you ever did in your life. The #1 lawsuit happens to be bumpity bumps at, let's say, Sam's Club. They bump your car, what do? Okay? You get out, you're all upset, maybe it's your fault. Oh, I'm sorry. What you should do is get out of the car, take pictures, okay, get a police report, record everything. and what needs to be done. See, when that person leaves Sam's Club, for instance, they're going to tell their friends and friends and friends, and what's going to happen is the story's going to change. They're going to convince themselves about changing the story. It's your fault because you're not in the room to defend yourself. Now, your problem is your car is registered to you, so when they go home, they see all these bloodsuckers, all right, signs on the billboards of the freeway, or they even see them on TV, and they're going to want to sue everybody. Okay, what happens? First of all, the car shouldn't be registered to you because that's called stupid, in my opinion. This is whatever it is. Don't take it personally, because I don't like stupid. Okay. Next, your insurance, your registration, and your driver's license. They all have your home address on them. Mine's got a P.O. box. Why would you not put P.O. box on all those things and not tell people where you live? You get out of the car, the goal is to shut up. You're trying to be friendly with a stranger, giving your home address, and they're going to tell their friends and friends and friends, and someone's going to come rob your house. It's called shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up. It's just my opinion. But again, I want to protect you in everything you do because what your problem is you keep bringing the damn pain home. I mean, come on, you're 45 to 75 years old, the age gap with me, okay? Maybe you're 35. We'll go from there. The car should be registered like this Lamborghini, registered to a what? Division of a corporation. You're going to write this down. You ready to write it down? I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not to corporate my family. You've been sacrificing your family the whole damn time. That's ridiculous, in my opinion. So we're going to repackage you my way. Car is going to be absorbed to the corporation. I don't give a damn about the tax write-off or the blah, blah, blah. It becomes a company car. The corporation writes the whole darn thing off. The whole thing. Got it? Your future's right in front of you. It's right there. It's right there. Why did you drive by the Wendy's and not get in there and go, where's the owner? Go into Wendy's. Where's the owner? Where's the owner? There's no damn owner. It's surrounded by a management company. Go to the Jack in the Box. Do the same thing. The storage unit, the laundromat, the car wash, the apartment complex, the forklifts, all these pieces. Why you didn't take the money you pissed away in your life so far, $50,000, $100,000, and buy a piece of something? I don't understand saying. I got clients out there that show you exactly, you get the laundromat, the car wash, no, that's great. Or they want to say, let me get all the money, let's go invest for you and get your piece. I want you to own the damn piece. You're going to create $5,000 to $10,000 a month, period, because that's what I told you to do. But I'm going to line up the escrow for you, okay? I have $1,100,000 next year lined up. From car washes, all right, to laundromats, to from their apartment complexes, on and on and on and on. Storage units are my favorite. One of my favorites because it's a dummy business. In other words, a dummy can own a storage unit and still make money. You don't have to be a brain surgeon. The reality is it's simple. It's just auto income. So again, financial freedom, Ray Reynolds, auto income. We're going to do it by each division. Each division is multiple function. Remember, a corporation should never be named for what it does. It should be named for you, okay? And it actually shouldn't do business because that is dumb, dumb, and dumber, by the way. This manages entities, manages. This means every entity, I'm saying the word entity many times. I want you to write down employer, entity, you. Employer, entity, you, okay? Let's pretend you don't want the properties, okay? Then I'm going to get you a Wendy's restaurant, okay? Let's say we have a Wendy's into this division, okay? We have a Jack in the Box. We got a storage unit. We have a gas station. Always 7-Eleven with the store or something like that. And all these have different types of businesses. I'm creating a management company to manage my entities. Unfortunately, there's a lot of ding-dongs out there go, you need 9 LLCs. You need to shut the door. I'm Ray Reynolds. I was the largest registered agent in the world. You heard world before, right? I've sold more corporations on this planet than anybody on this planet, period. Okay? In Nevada, 10 times over than anybody. Nevada's your parent company when you get to profit zone. So remember, in 1995, all banks and credit cards came from Delaware. They decided to disclose information and have more tax in 95. What happens? Everybody ran. Let's go to Wyoming, Nevada. What the blanks in Wyoming mean? Because it's cheaper than Nevada? You can't even open a damn bank here unless you have a real address. So your future is here, okay? Now let's talk about your past. Let's talk about what we did right or wrong. This is live. I'm live 6 days a week. Find somebody who is silly enough to be live 6 days a week, online or in person, for 49 damn years. 6 days a week besides me. I'm the real deal. I'm sorry, there's a lot of blah, blah, blah out there. This is live. You're going to write down, see it, believe it, go get it. That's the next thing to do. In the beginning, I don't want a picture yet. Because why? You got to take pictures of things that matters. You film so much crap that doesn't make any sense. Now, we're going to talk about goodies. Goodies are simple. I've accomplished every goal I've ever had. Every goal. I haven't had a paycheck in 40 years. Why would I want one of those? Okay? So here's me in 1981. That's the fastest and highest kick on planet Earth in 1981. That's 13 feet after 2 feet. 2-foot jump, kick the light out. No problem. Simple. I like goodies. You like goodies? I learned when I was 8.5 years old, okay, to pay attention. I taught myself how to read at 2.5 years old. Went to the library all the time. Being born in a taxi, being used and abused pissed me off. I needed to learn. I wanted to get out of hell. When I sold seeds, clackers, and mold yards all weekend, I came home with my $52, 52 bucks, boom, boom, boom. I'm counting my money. The she-devil from hell came up and said, you're paying rent. I was 8.5 years old when I got to pay rent. See, every time you have a problem, what do? I think you sit there and you basically just go, beep, 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 beep. You don't do a damn thing, sorry. I don't think you really find a solution for a problem. And when you ask somebody, they really give you a stupid answer anyway, in my opinion. So I went to the library time, always a library. I hid myself in books all the time. And what did I do? Savings bonds, I bonds, double E bonds. Okay? I didn't want to pay rent. You understand I don't want to pay rent? Now let's understand something. Okay? Every goodie I've ever obtained, late 80s and 90s are telling me loan to value problem. Loan to value problem. I don't like that. I got millions in the friggin' bank and they're saying I can't afford something. I'm listening to stupid people because they're jealous. They don't like the fact that I got goodies and they don't have goodies. What do? Okay, what happens here? Now, Nick, why isn't the page not changing over there and over here it is? There it is. No, it's not. Oh, there it is. Okay, peekaboo. Now, goodies. Now, let's understand. Okay, three yachts, 2 race boats, a Duffy and Sea-Doos. Where would you park yours? Okay, I got properties at the time at all 5 islands in Huntington Harbor, and then I'm getting the largest U-Dock. Race boat's got my name on it, Ray Reynolds University. It's very simple. So is the Duffy. So I need to park in my backyard. That's the goal for me. But every goodie is bought a different way because you have a problem with you. So 2026 is your year. Now what does this mean? Your registration of your car is changed immediately to a division because I said so. Okay? You buy a house. Fantastic. God made us one. I'll give you that. But again, you keep things separate because you should. When you buy a house, it should be escrow, close, homestead, trust. And unfortunately, most of you screw that up as well. See, car and house do not show up on credit file ever unless you screw them up. The reason I designed, or what's called self-reporting for TRW and Experian when I was training Yarborough, is for car and house. Not for your utility bill being stupid. That's just dumb today. Experian screwed up my program, by the way, how I wrote it. So, okay. House. It's a married person's own separate property. But you were supposed to do homestead, yes. All right, what did you do? Escrow, close, homestead, trust. Half the people, what's a homestead? What's a trust? Yeah. I've been dealing with stupid all my life, dealing with people. It's amazing that they even know how to blow their nose sometimes. The husband or wife buys the house. It's in a trust, okay? That means the husband and wife control the trust. That would be the goal, okay? Because if you screw up a house or a car, that creditor can report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. Every time you have an action has a reaction, and your problem is not knowing how to play and basically finance your life and then write it off anyway. 2026. Your choice is, what if you are dead? You die. What would you do if you died today? My point is very simple. You've not planned to die. I have a program for that too. Planning to die. Planning to live. Simple. There's me in 2009. Didn't matter I had 3.7 billion of structure. I'm still in a damn coma. I still get to die and come back when someone stole my life and rebuild it again. I guess God's plan. He allowed it to happen. 2009, July 4th. My beautiful wife wants to take 72 people on one of the yachts to watch the fireworks. No problem. It's the middle yacht, not the big one. Okay, no problem at all. Someone had a virus. I go to a coma. I get to die. I get to come back after everything was stolen in my life because they felt I was going to stay dead. So what do? How do you rebuild your life? I guess this was God's plan, so He rebuild it again like I do. It's simple. All right, for me it's simple because I know how. What would you do? It's very simple. I would like to show you how to rebuild your life the right way, but it's going to be up to you, okay? If I can get you to listen and learn. It's not easy. Now, again, today, here's my magic wand. It's bent and it's broken. I don't have one. One of my books is called BS Doesn't Pay Your Bills, and it doesn't say BS. It says the actual word on the book cover. What do? We plan the problem. We plan the problem, okay? That means you have to understand all credit cards fluctuate but two. You didn't put a sticky on the card. You don't even know about the 29% rule I created in the 80s and part of the 70s. They say below 30, that's not right. It has to be 29%. This is 10,000, this is 50. You want 2 of these or 10 of these? 10 of these. You don't want 2 of these. If you put a sticky behind your credit card and you have a $10,000 credit card, you can only use $2,900, period. Anything above $2,900 drops your score, you'll eventually get stuck, can't get any more. You're going to be in the yellow and the red. Then you're going to give an excuse, had an emergency. It's simple. These don't fluctuate. I got them to do a POT time 18 years ago, paid over time limit. They don't fluctuate. They're up to $1 million. Paid over time limit, 100,000. Up to that. So what do? When you have a bad day, bad week, bad year, you don't drop your score and get stuck and you can't get any more. That's what all you did. You all screwed up. You all screwed up. Sorry you did. Because you didn't know the rules and tools. Winning the Game of Business. One of my first series I wrote, I published it and put it out in 1976. I'm driving a Lamborghini, Orange Coast College, other places as well. All right, I'm going to do what? Building a mansion in El Gale, California. By the way, I had $1 million plus in the bank. I was 16 in 1976. What did you do? It's about it, probably. Sorry. I was told I was stupid, I'm retarded, and I'm the piece of crap in the corner. And I have recall on most things, and I write with both hands talk at the same time, and my IQ is 203 at 14. So let's play, my way. The next thing was a series of books called what? Books for Dummies. That was already taken, Books for Dummies. So I created a system called the Millionaire's Founders Kit, a book for every month. At the end of the year, you have $1 million of corporation structure. I call it the Blueprint for Success. I have to remind Tony Robbins to quit using that because I own the rights to that. Just like Cash Flow for Your Retirement, it's in my book when I was 15, 16. Someone else tries to use that too. But what do? This is a series sold at the Bonaventure, all right, it's LA Bonaventure, Marriott, Long Beach, Ontario Holiday Inn, okay, Marriott as well, and also Orange County. 4 events every week for 32 years, me. Second largest advertiser in California, period. If you want a copy, you take a picture. It's not $5,000 anymore. It's $4.99 on the TikTok shop as they're setting that up, and also on Amazon. So what do? Next, I want to help the next generation. What does this mean? This is a free download for everybody in high school and college. I want to set up their credit file the right way, not the way we did it, and you did it wrong anyway. Guessing and all that crap you did to yourself. Even to this day as a grown-up, you still got crappy credit going up and down all the time. That's kind of crazy. So here's a free download book, all right? It's called Starting It Right. And for the kids in high school and college, I'll set up their credit file for free. Free. I'll get them the first credit card. And don't listen to those ding-dongs on the social media. You need a Capital One secure card. That's coming from stupid people. That's an inquiry. You're going to let me do the file for you and get the credit card for you. If not, it'll be Capital One, or it'll be from there. Capital Bank is called Open Sky Card. $200, that's all you got to do. $25 you spend. We want to change the next generation. We don't want them to screw up like we did. Got it so far? What do you get to do? Let's pretend you've turned these up and you're going to write things I tell you to do because you record here. What do? Number 1, you sit at the kitchen table. You said to your friends and family, honey, we're going to start a business. We're going to jack up our credit cards. We're going to drop our score, get stuck, can't get any more. Bring the pain home to you and me and hawk our house and be stupid too. That's what you did. Sorry, it's true. The goal is to never bring the pain home. So it's not the fact about being rich or the entrepreneur. If we don't build a foundation, we can't maintain it. All these people on social media are making lots of money. That's great. If they don't have the foundation, they're going to have a tax bill. The average person there will be broke within 3 years. They don't realize that. It's happened through history of time. But again, what do? If you have a division of me, the 3 different ways I said again, lease, all right, sell, supply to cash, or even credit cards. 3 different variations of divisions. That is the division of me. I signed the lease of this building as Ray Reynolds with the division of me using SS4. I maintain 750s and above in all my divisions of me. Now, let's understand something. Because you didn't pay attention when you went to the Social Administration Department, or when Mommy did it for you in 71 on, because Nixon took the gold standard out. The SSN is from an SS5 form, equals 1040. Okay? The SS4 is 1120. We're going to read what it says on the SS4 form. I explained to Ted Turner when I was 9.5 years old, there's 26 ways how to use an SS4. When I created $100,000 credit came in the mail. It came in the mail. This is about $42 million of credit. We have about $62 million of this on dashboards for the fun of it. Well, that's just because it's fun to play with credit. I didn't get baseball cards. I got credit cards instead. 70s and 80s, they just send credit cards in the mail to activate you, ready to use it. Now, SS4, it says employer right there at the top. Line 1 says entity, write down entity again, or individual person. Are you a person of flesh? Yow, ow. You can get 3 of these of you. You see, because you screwed up, sorry to say most of you did, you could have basically had an SS4 per division of you. Okay? Again, debt follows SS4, SSN. You only get 1 SSN. So again, this can happen here and here and here. We have to plan the problem because we're all going to get our assets kicked. There's a reason that 99% of people have crappy credit all over the place and some kind of mess. There's a reason there's 1%ers. They hire people like me. What do? We get to play the game. Now, my dashboard in 1987, while I'm training Ken Yarborough, TRW Experian, B96, it was allowed this simple. I can take a what? Social Security number, SSN or SS4, and I can create a credit file. Credit file on the behalf of a corporation, a person, a division, or subsidiary. There's the goal. So a corporation's what again? I'll show you chapter 18. We have to play. The NACB certified me, #1 consultant worldwide, and because I created the 29% rule. 29% below is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. Your problem is you think that $10,000 card is great. Honey, let's go shopping, let's go to dinner. All right, let's max the sucker out. You dropped your score, got stuck, couldn't get any more. You backed yourself in a corner. You did it to yourself. Never bring the pain home. All credit cards fluctuate, but 2. So we have to understand something. If all cards fluctuate, the way I helped design the system anyway, and these don't fluctuate, what card should I use in an emergency? I got to jack some up. The ones that don't fluctuate. Your problem is you didn't know how to play the game. I've been teaching and preaching in front of people online for 49 years. Again, what do? Here's chapter 18. Now the time to pay attention. Chapter 18. How did I find chapter 18? It's simple. I'm in the corner. Mrs. Hope called me a piece of you know what? She's having a poker game on Wednesday night. But I hear a corporation's a legal person. It's right there. It may sue or be sued. Let's understand something. You have a corporation today, fantastic. It's on Secretary of State's website. Your name's on the also list, and you're on the bank account. When they sue it, they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep. Now, the problem I had back here, it says not required to file fictitious business name. It bothered me when I was 9.5. It really bothered a lot. But I sent away my $10. I got my first corporation for $10. What did it cost for yours? I bet you spent thousands of dollars, all right, with somebody who's practicing law, hasn't got it right yet, and what happens? You didn't learn diddly squat. I believe that to be true. Now, the credit game, winning the credit game has 2 variations of the book. So we have one to help you rebuild yourself. Okay, this one here is a variation to do what? Let's start a new file, okay? So today, if you want a copy of that, all you have to do is take a picture and scan it. Our goal is to help people, okay? Not to sell them things and stuff. We need to make money. I'm not getting a paycheck. What I do collect here and I sell something today, you'll pay for it. It helps pay for the organization, the employees. That's the ultimate goal. So what do? Let's look at the 2 forms. Let's compare how you got an SSN. The SSN form in the corner says SS5. Now you probably went to the social administration department and filled out the form like a duck and a sheep, and they gave it to you. No problem. Or mommy did it in 71 because Nixon took the gold standard out. Today you get a paycheck. Even back then you get a paycheck. What did you do? You went to the employer and says, where's my money? I barely worked, but I want all the money I didn't earn anyway. That's how it works. Okay. Here's the problem. If you get a paycheck today, the IRS gets their cut first, you get the leftover. That's how it works through the payroll system. The SS5 is SSN and tax you, and that's so they want to track your income and tax you, tax. You're in probate when you're dead. So again, it's right there. Now, the SS4 is IRS. To me, they were the same thing. I challenged the department, I got my SSN from them. And all they can do is say they have to. Okay, that made no answer. What do? That form allows us as an employer, an entity, what's an entity? A division, okay, or you to get an SS4. I can use my last name and get one right away too. Again, what do? But I have no protection. Corporation allows it as a legal person to create more entities. I can't get more of me, but so proud of me, I'm still me at the end of the day. So we get to play the game to win. This form was created by the IRS years ago, and I did my studies and realized it's a universal form. But again, it's for you to understand how to play. It says banking and credit purposes there. If I get one or two of these for you, they offer you 99 more cards, 99 more. Okay? I don't want 99, I want 9. Okay? 9 cards. One parent company and 9 more, that's $1 million off one card, $1 million. Now I can finance the dream, okay? So again, it's banking credit purposes. So your choice is SSN, SS4, and that's what you've had all along. You get one SSN, you're a duck and a sheep. SS4, we get multiples, so we have no intent to do fraud. Our goal is not to do fraud, okay? If you were, I'd testify against you in court of law and say you have the intent to do fraud, and I'd be there to testify against you. We cannot rip off our creditors. That's not the ultimate goal. The goal is to give a second chance the right way. We play. This means instant second chance in a credit report for you. Again, what do we look at? We look at the dashboard I set up in 1987. All right, it allows SSN and SS4 right there. Again, corporations, divisions. A corporation, since you saw Chapter 18, is a legal person. It means you're entitled or allowed to create entities under the corporation more versus you, because you don't want to be a duck and a sheep. Again, that's 1987. So watch. The original dashboard in 1987 that I created was very simple. SSN, SS4, what do I get to do? This is for a person, this is for a corporation, this is a division, or this is a sole proprietor, or this could be a subsidiary. So again, choices. Debt follows SSN, SS4. If I Google bankruptcy today myself, it says I can bankrupt SSN, SS4. Do I want to be the duck or sheep or the corp or the division? I think banks and grocery stores let it be their locations. So now we have to look at what we're trying to do. Now let's write down the word bank here, okay? The banks right now are bankrupting 21,000 locations. All your creditors right now are actually settling lawsuits right now, if you look online. They're doing it before the year end. Because if they do it before year end, what happens? They get to write off of their taxes. It's a numbers game. Wells Fargo Bank alone is $2.1 billion of settlements. This is an umbrella, okay? Now we basically have to do this. Here we go. Draw a line. What does that allow us to do, okay? So the banks get to bankrupt locations, BK. But they take all the assets and basically to their parent company do again and again. This is the IRS here. IRS is in charge. That's where all the bullies go work. They're doing tax balancing. This is going to do tax balancing. You are going to do tax balancing over here too. We have to pay as much tax as we have to. I want to pay all the tax I have to, okay? Rich and famous people pay tax on property. That's road, fire, police, and all right, and then police road and school. So what do we get to do? Now, let's watch. If we do this correctly, that's an instant report with no intent to do fraud. I don't think anybody has an intent to do fraud. Most 90% don't. But unfortunately, they get screwed up because they don't know what they're really doing anyway, amateur hour. Now, here's my dashboard. I'm going to take, okay, a card you have that's good or a card that I have. Okay, I'm going to add it to this new file right here, which I'm allowed to. I have 90 days, write it down. In 90 days, I can basically add SSN or SS4. It's optional right now. Optional, got it so far? So in 90 days, if I want this card here and these cards here, I'm probably going to give a tax ID. Okay, in 90 days, this is a basically expense card. My name's even on that too. The expense cards on Amex are actually white cards. So we get to play the game to win again. What are we trying to do? American Express doesn't like people when they screw up and they want to punish them by sue them all. They don't really give you a second chance, which they should. I think they cost themselves more money than anything. If we use, listen carefully, where you have crappy credit or adjustable credit or, kind of jacked up, that address is over here. That's your address. You've already screwed it up as far as I'm concerned. We leave it alone, and I build a new file here at my address here. If I do it here, it doesn't cross-reference. Got it so far? The goal is to make sure it's nice and clean, and we don't screw it up again. I'm going to teach you rules and tools so you do it right this time. There's a division of me, okay? I always maintain 750 to 810 scores. We play the game to win. You got to be part of a program. That's the goal. Now, take a picture here. What I had to do after coma, all right, with my wife and my kids in the car, and everything was stolen, what do? Part of the thing is I went and said, honey, go to Best Buy. Best Buy, through 3 divisions of me, write down 3 divisions of me, because I always have these 3 divisions, and I have 5 closet divisions. We'll get into that as well. They gave me an instant account for $25,000. Got a computer, got a case, and I got these Visa gift cards. Supply credit here can turn into cash. If your credit file over here is all jacked up and screwed because you backed yourself in a corner because you didn't have the rules and tools, which is our stupidity, the reality should have listened and learned from me a long time ago. This got me 53,000. That on average, you give you about 51. That can be supplied into cash. You can reduce your debt to ratio. On an open account that's jacked up, you only have 2 choices. Increase the limit or pay it down. That's it. Again, here's American Express. American Express in all applications, I'm going to say all, okay, and they should be everything you can find on the market today. In the United States of America, all applications 18 years ago as an affiliate have, our company does not have DBA or does. That's a division of a corporation right there. It's on all the applications. People don't even want, what is it there for? No. That was to have credit for each division. Even the daisy chain credit. What do we get to do? So a division of me, A, could get supply vendor credit to cash, sign leases, get a credit card, get a house, and get a franchise to never bring the pain home. The intent. See, some of that Bank of America is not in the back room guaranteeing things. Again, it's a choice. They're branches. Here's a car. See, the goal is the car. I don't care about the write-off again, because social media, you go, oh, you can write off the, stop. You want to write so much? Nah. I don't care about the damn write-off. I'm sorry, I don't. I want the Lamborghini key that's right here for that car right there. I want it to basically be registered to a division of a corporation. That payment was $6,900 a month. It cost 10 grand to run that damn car, 10 grand. At the time, I got 21 cars in a collection for the hell of it. Why not? I was bored. So again, if they sued the division, not the corporate me. Next, we look at it here. What do we look at? We got choices today, okay? Choices are very simple. This is basically, one of my clients come out of prison after 26 years. Prison. I have a prison program as well. I rebuild people all the time. Like I did for Freeway Ricky Dickie Ross, $3 million credit. This is Thomas. He wanted a brand new dump truck. I said use. He said no. We got a new one, okay? He makes $37.50 per day on that truck. That is $27,000 a week almost, and that's over $100,000 a month, which is $1.2 million per truck. Again, what do? Here is one of the Lamborghinis, part of the collection. Even the license plate is incorporating you. And on the doors and the windows it says basically Ray Reynolds University as well. It's registered in a division of a corporation. It's right there. I don't want a car in my name because that's called stupid. And I'm not stupid. If they bump me, they get to sue the division. I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to disconnect, I say incorporate, I'm going to bankrupt the piece because I'm allowed to. I'm going to tell them to go kiss my assets. Go away. I don't want to bring the pain to my family. You got it so far? So a division of me. Not only did I get the car as a division, and I guarantee it is a division, if I have a problem, I can do the 3-step I created for myself. Disconnect, isolate, incorporate, right there. I can replace myself all the time under SS4, which you can do the same thing and more, as long as you have no intent to do fraud. You don't have to be stressed out. But if you have the intent to do fraud, who's going to testify to your court of law? I am. That's how it works. What do? Division of me. A division of me allows me, again, to create a credit card from you or me on that dashboard. What happens is, I want you to do an incorporation. If you don't have a corp, I hand you it for free. I always have. I give corporations articles free to everybody. Simple. You pay your little filing fee. You go to class, you can learn some more things from me. It's simple to do. Get you the tax ID. The division setup is very important to me, credit reports. From there, I'm going to set up the credit reports now, the new file. Again, add a card from you or card from me, no problem. I'm going to charge you $1,000 to do that. At least $1,000. Now, from here, people say, oh, okay, I'm done. Thank you, you're done. Well, the problem being done, that's okay. But again, what if they wanted to go and use my address here because I want them to? I want to keep it clean. Some people, I want a division, I'm using my own address. You can do that. But this address in California or out of state is even better, but it's up to you. I hold a 2-hour workshop, okay? A 2-hour workshop. So what happens is very simple today. All right, I want people to understand how to play the game in 3 variations of a division of me, okay? If you add the workshop and the space and the address, it's about $2,000. Today, that can be done for you if you did it online. Well, I'm doing it now for $1,500. You save $500 by doing it now. But again, the goal is if you need to talk to a specialist, I'll tell you how to call them too. What is our goal? Our goal is to understand something. The division of me not only got Lamborghinis and Ferraris and end zones and all kinds of goodies, the lease of a building, okay? Every house is a division because someone's going to slip and fall in suits and screw us up. They're not going to always pay the rent on time. From there, the IRS created SS4 to receive money to not pay tax till you're profitable because the corporation's illegal what? So the Supreme Court deemed that to be true. Every credit card can be daisy chained to 99 more under the Fair Lending Act, 99 more. The reason I can only give so many addresses here, I basically lease out a 12-foot square for you, so then I don't have someone to give away. Division of me for each entity. Hiltons, Kennedys, Firestones, Gettys, Fords. The Rockefellers are my favorite ones. Why? Because they didn't allow their children to get stuck into probate when they die. Because that's called stupid in my opinion. That's just my opinion. How about we set it my way, okay? My son's here all the time since he was 5, every Saturday, all the time. He tells people he's the vice president of the company because he is. See, when I die between now and 50 years, so hopefully 50 years, my son has told the world for years he's the vice president because he is. He's only 12. The officers list has changed. He takes my job. We don't transfer an asset because that'd be stupid. Okay, the Rockefellers never did that. I mean, I understand stupid. But again, this is what happens. How about we don't get any probate? How about we let the generation own the same empire again and again and again and again, and nothing changes? What changes is the transaction of who they transfer the action, and you leave something to somebody else. We're not going to change. You're going to play my way because your way sucks, in my opinion. What's a corporation again? Not here to be CPA and attorney. It's right there. It's right there. It's right in front of you. So we're going to create an entity under the corporation. When I saw this when I was 9.5, I knew it was wrong. What do? The lie. I think you lie to yourself every day. I think so does social media. I got an LLC, peekaboo. Well, that's nice. You're the signer on the bank account. You got one of these books. It's minutes and bylaws, and you're the managing member. You're also in control of the certificate of ownership. It's in your possession. 3 questions and I got you, I got you. They're going to basically not only pierce the veil because they're going to cut you anyway, they're going to sue you anyway. You guarantee the car, the building, and the credit card. You could have used a division of you to do that in the first place. Why do you want to be you? Being you sometimes suck. We bring the pain home. No, not again. We play my way for a while. Today, one of your assignments, I want you to write it down. I want you to write down sos.ca.gov. If you're not in California, then change the CA to whatever initials your state is. Your problem is your corporation. You probably use your home address. I call that stupid. You're not stupid. You did stupid. You told everybody where you live. They sell us on mailing lists all the time. So guess what we get to do? We get to play the game to win. So let's understand something. I'd like you to create a line of defense. I want that address changed right away. Nick, you got something on the screen. What is that? Okay. So again, as you play this game, or as you do these things as well. Now, a corporation has 4 things to do, in my opinion. This is Ray's rules, all right? Not yours, this is mine. Do whatever you want. It's up to you. Because you're an expert in everything. What does this mean? Corporation buffers tax. Corporate credits are right off the interest rate. Finance the business. The car's fleet price. The hotel gives you a free buffet if you're a corporation. Your division has 7 creations. 7. It's a line of defense. It is multiple functions. It's cheap. There are multiple products and what we get to do in multiple credit reports. Every division has its own experience under Equifax, what I established in 1987, by the way. So you can multiply into $100 million of credit if you wanted to. It's up to you. House and property. We need to create a line of defense. There's going to be a turd that slips and falls and sues you. You want him to sue the division, corp, or you. Make up your mind. Simple. All right, debt follows SSN and SS4. We get to play the game my way for a while. I have a new TV show coming up next year as well. I want to be at Honda Center in March. I want to talk to 20,000 people and tell them what to do. And when we open the show, it's going to be simple. Always good. That's the name of the game. We're going to make sure they mimic me. I want to make sure I clone me to you. But run your own race too. I'm one of the few, not one of the many. I've been saying that to myself as a little boy since I was a kid. Do you want to be a millionaire? You're probably going to say, yeah, I want to be a millionaire. No, you don't. I believe the IRS is going to indict more people next year because they keep saying they're rich. 5 of the people that are number 1 on all these platforms have been indicted or in prison. Okay? Rich, 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 blah, 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 blah. All right? I don't want you to be rich. I want your corporation to have 9 divisions for 9 lines of credit and 9 locations. We're going to learn to count right now, okay? If the bank gave us 9 lines of credit, that is basically 9 divisions, okay? Remember, $100,000 of credit times 9 more equals $1 million of credit. That's on just off one American Express card, by the way. Then I have 9 locations of something. What could it be? That's 9 more. This means I need 18 divisions as a minimum. What's the minimum count? What does this do? It creates $100,000 a month income. Numbers don't lie, only people lie. Okay, that's how I've designed it for over 49 years. Again, there's me. At the time, we had 21 cars in the car collection. If I wore a black suit, I wore the black watch. I drove the black car. Same thing about all the cars. Very simple. 21 cars in the car collection. I used to have about $3 million of Rolex watches for the fun of it, because I was bored, okay? 21 cars. You can't drive them all at the same time, my wife said years ago. But about $2.2 billion in real estate to play with. Is it okay? Not mine. I'm a puppet master. That's 1,013 divisions, by the way. I don't know who's going to slip, fall, and sue me and screw me up. What do? Pretty simple. We play the game to win. I have 1,100,000,000. I have 50 escrows lined up for 2026. Would you like to play with me? Okay, that's what I did in 1987 because I was bored even then, trying to help people. See, I believe you need to own a piece of something you've been driving by your whole life. Own the piece. I lease 12 feet at a time here. Very simple. I do that because I don't want to be classified as shared office space. So you'll take a picture right there and you'll sign up for shared office space because I want you to. It's going to cost you like a little couple bucks here and you're going to write off anyway. What do? Well, the goal is if you need to call 800-254-9506, you do that too. What is our goal? Well, let's understand. If I create a blueprint loan, all right, that's off these cards here. If I create what's called checkbook money off the line of credit from the banks, simple to do, no problem at all, it's called checkbook money. So checkbook money or blueprint loan, okay. The address has to match my address here because what you're going to do is realize you need the bank account. Your bank account's great for your corporate divisions process, not a problem. If you're not trading basically 30 transactions, 100,000 a month easily, they're not going to give you the things that I want them to give you. Again, I'm in a position you're right. But my bank account's to do that for you. When we partner together, we're using my accounts a lot of times too. But again, it depends what you need from me. I have all the connecting the dots. Any piece you're missing, believe me, I got them, and we can connect the dots in an agreement as a partnership. What do? Simple. All cards, what again? What do? Fluctuate. Well, what happens? 2 cards don't fluctuate? That means you can max those suckers out. You don't drop your score. Most people who have bad credit or jacked it up from there, what do? They took it from a bad day to 3 to 6 years to 9 years. They've been playing the up and down show for 10 years plus. I call that silly and dumb, by the way. Sorry to say, but it's true. You should maintain 750 score forever. I want to get you 2 of these. They don't fluctuate. Is that okay? Those are the cards you use in emergency. You got to jack up. I want to get you 99 more cards right here, right here. Under the Fair Lending Act, or even me, or even there, they can get 99 more cards. 99. So that's why I'm limited how many cards I can get somebody in the first place. Okay. What do? Manageable debt. This means we're going to get $100,000 of personal credit, up to $1 million of corporate credit. We're going to do auto income. Then we're going to leverage money. That's the ultimate goal, is to leverage money. What do? If we borrow money, not taxable, listen again, and we build that credit lines and all the things for the corporation, you're going to use that credit, because borrow money is not taxable, to buy your lifetime income. The lifetime income is a fourplex, an apartment complex. It could be a McDonald's or a Wendy's or a Jack in the Box, storage unit or something else. The things you've been driving by your whole life not paying attention to, that's what you're going to own, called boring and steady. Boring and steady. Today, if you needed $25,000 of credit to you or your corporation, no problem. We will line it up and I will build it for you, to your corporation division or for you. 3 different ways. So if you want it, it's $2,500 at the office. No problem, it's 10%. So what happens is $2,000. If you did it today, save $500. Pretty simple. What happens if you Zelle for that, and I'm going to build you $25,000. Again, if you Zelle, you save 10% on that. But my goal for you is to double the numbers for you. That's $25,000 of personal and business for the same price. It's $2,000 if you did it during a webinar. If you do it now, Zelle or call the office, you're okay. If you wait till I'm done, the offer's off the table. Simple. You're going to basically not get the Black Friday special. $50,000 of credit. That could be $50,000 for you and your corporation as well. What do? It's $3,000 a day, not $5,000. You Zelle, it's 10% discount if you Zelle. If you want to use a credit card, you call the office as well. I'm going to double the number to $100,000 for that $3,000. It's a giveaway, because I want to get you to those franchises next year. What do? $100,000 in credit, usually $10,000. That should be $100,000 to you, and then you also want to basically do it to the corporation as well. So that's $5,000 for that first $100,000. If you want the $100,000 to you, that's fine. If I do the second $100,000, I'm going to charge you another $2,000 on top of that. So you save a lot of money on that too. What do we have to do? So what happens is now you have $200,000 in credit, and that's $100,000 for you and for the corporation. Again, there's $200,000 in credit to build you up again, because that money is going to be used for what? A franchise or a deposit into an escrow. That's $7,000 today if it was done by Zelle, or call the office again. There's your Zelle information. Take a picture. I'm going to say Zelle, now, and always good. I've been saying that for over 40 years too. Not the Zelle part, but the other pieces. So what do? Well, let's see. You can call the office today, talk to a specialist if you haven't talked to your specialist, or be assigned to one. What do we get to do? Simple. 800-254-9506. They'll honor this while I'm on the webinar only. If you use a card, they will charge you 5% more, because the bank charges that 5%. We're going to charge you the same fee they charge us. Simple. What do? Maybe you want to take a picture here and scan it. You'll find it on the Amazon store and also the TikTok shop soon. A couple of downloaded books for the kids and everything else, and for what you get to do for you. The goal is to play the game to win my way, because I think your way sucks. Sorry to say, it's true. Now, I had a problem in 1988. I got $53 million of credit cards and they're shrinking my limits. I'm panicking. So what do? Library time. C-191D said a corporation can loan out money privately. Okay. I wrote another book called Buckets of Money. I created 3 matrix. The first matrix is $4.6 million. $4.6 million loaning it out to people. I created a homestead blocker. You see someone in chattel mortgage. I created assignment of mortgage. I create $190,000 a month right there. And that's in 1989, okay? The following year. I don't want them to shrink my limits. But again, you can learn to leverage money too. But it's up to you. We're going to play my way this time. Winning the game of business. Your corporation and corporations need a Dun & Bradstreet for supply and vendor credit. Or supply and vendor credit. That's what you're going to do. Hopefully you took a picture and you scan that today. Divisions. Each division is $1,000. I'm putting the experience and Equifax business reports right there, right there. If I add history, I don't need tax ID yet on the divisions at all. So I add 2000 of history. Let's watch what happens. So if I get these cards here, all right, for the corporation, then I ask for what's called a sub card or sub account, all right, authorized using all these pieces in another card. I can get 99 more. I don't want that. I want 9. If these are worth 100,000 times 9 more, instead of $1 million. See, we multiply. That's the ultimate goal. Each division's $1,000 for you. That's how it works. Well, what do? Here's 3, here's 9, here's 18, or 12, excuse me. This allows you 3 with or without credit, or 9 or 12. And what happens today is very simple today. Okay, you get to get those divisions set up to the corporation. I'll do all the work with you, for you, and put you into the class so you understand that too. You got 1,000 things to learn from me, by the way. What happens today, I'm going to double the numbers. 3 will be 6, 9 will be 18, 12 will be 24. Okay, I got an email earlier today if I do what I did last night. So this is very simple. During the webinar only, I offered 9 divisions for $9.99 yesterday, one time only, 9 for $99, it's $100 a piece. So 9 divisions, if it's Zelle during the webinar only, you'll get 9 divisions for $9.99. If not, you go through here and you're going to double the numbers. That's about it. After I'm done, the opportunity is gone as well. So here's your Zelle. Always good. And 800-254-9506. I would call that office right away and have some more fun with me. Now, we have a problem. Here's our problem. Today, you basically sign up for, all right, Analytical 750. That's a good thing. The problem we have is you're dealing with Credit Karma. There's no phone number to help you. They don't have a Experian, which you need from the banks. And what happens, they went and died it 6 times. Why do you want them? Because it's free, again. Analytico is not only going to analyze you the first time, part of their $25 a month, and they're going to call you every 46 days and tell you what to do. They're going to boss you around. So what happens is very simple. Analytico has Experian.com. The Analytico is cheaper than buying Experian by itself. How's that? For $24.95, $25 a month. So what's going to happen is you're going to learn to scan this today. And because we have the 3 reports, and that's what they have for you, they're going to analyze you again, call you every 46 days. They're even going to help you with your Dun & Bradstreet, your Experian, Equifax, business reports. So I'd tell you right now to scan it, sign up right away, because it's going to help you with all the things. Their app is going to be at the Apple Store next year anyway. So you learn to play the game to win. What do? Today, you could have made $1,000 today by inviting all your friends and family here. What does that mean? We pay 10% by Zelle, card, or even store credit for you. All you have to do is register them literally in our system through HubSpot. And automatically you get a Zelle or a check or store credit. But that's up to you if you want to be an affiliate. What is our ultimate goal? To repackage it like Humpty Dumpty. I think you're highly intelligent. I think God put you here for a reason today to listen to me. And together we can rebuild your life my way a little bit. What do? It's very simple. We're going to be winning the game of business. Saturday I have classes, and so do I do on Friday. Okay? Classes in rotation. What are we going to do? It's very simple. All right, leveraging money. That's fun. I love that class too. How about Dun & Bradstreet become the bank? Now, take a picture, scan it. You'll find about books, referral program, free corporations, stay tuned, and promotions we do for you as well. So you get to learn more about me all the time. We get to play the game to win. Again, every time you talk to me, it's always good. I keep my mindset. I don't let someone steal my peace. And I always say thank you, Jesus, to myself anyway, because God gave me a gift. I have life today. Don't forget about the TV show next year. Maybe you want to be on the show. Maybe you want to be in my podcast as well. Now, if you like me, take a picture, Google review, that'd be nice. If you don't like me, leave it alone, please, because not everybody likes me and everybody likes you. It's just the way it works. I'm just trying to help the world change my way a little bit. Now, I want you to become a puppet master. I want to put you in my puppet master class. That's what I want to do. I want you to realize one thing: you will never be rich with me, ever. Your corporation will be rich, not you. You're going to get a paycheck. You're going to get a paycheck to pay your bills, have a little leftover, your family's okay. Now we can go get $100,000 to $1 million to the corporation, and we turn that $100 million to $1 billion. That's your goal. That's what you should have did in the first place, by the way. We're going to take what's called checkbook money or blueprint loans. You're going to use that money to put into an escrow. You're going to use borrow money that I help you obtain anyway and get a lifetime income. You're going to get coaching up to 1 year if you want. What do we do? If you do the 12 months coaching with me, you're going to get 6 to 12 process of divisions and escrows closed. That would be up to $100,000 a month if you want to be that aggressive. If we're going to get a car wash, would you like a piece? I line people up so we get basically 4, 6 to 10 people in a project. Everybody gets a deed of trust. Everybody gets to win. Would you like another one? Would you like a Burger King, a Jack in the Box? Would you like a McDonald's? I even buy ugly because it makes money. We play the game. We buy ugly all the time. So what happens is very simple. If I get you blueprint loan or a line of credit at the bank, we're not going to use those brokers and all that crap. They're literally going to get you lined up to get this because when they say they don't give loans, that's crap. Okay, they're lying. That's not fair. Under the Fair Lending Act, they're in violation, by the way. $25,000 down payment. 4 of us going to put $25,000, $100,000. It's seller finance. That's a laundromat. That's a dry cleaner. That's a car wash. After all the bills are paid, we're going to get up to $3,200 a month each to our corporation, to the bank. Would that be okay? Auto income now. If we put $50,000, that could be storage unit, a fourplex, up to $5,600 a month. Okay, 3 people plus me again. If I put basically 4 people plus me, okay, that's actually 5 people plus me, $75,000 times 6. What do we got? Down payment up to $7,500 a month. Again, maybe we do $100,000 because it's a bigger project. Storage unit, apartment complex. You got it so far? These are ran by management companies. I don't want you to do a darn thing besides stay the blank out of the way and let us do the work for you anyway. Here's your picture. Your goal for next year, 2026, is to have 9 divisions, 9 lines of credit, and up to $100,000 a month. But that's up to you. What do we do again? We basically build the matrix. Here's what I did for auto income. If I have a corporation with a credit card, I get 9 more cards, is that $1 million now? Now they have $1 million, what do I do next? Each division has a multiple function, all right, based on the project we allowed you to get into. This is auto income for life. It's yours till you're dead or it burns down. Simple. We're going to leave it in a foundation so what happens, your family take over whoever you want to. We don't get stuck in a probate because probate's for silly people. Take your picture. That should be printed in color and laminated on your refrigerator or your desk at work. That should be your screensaver for your phone and computer, by the way. What do? We're going to win the game of business, my first series in 1976. What are you going to do? Play my way. Your way, I'm sorry, I think it sucks. I have 1,100,000 escrows lined up for next year in 2026. Would you like to play yet? I'm going to hold your hand. We're going to sing Kumbaya and follow through. That's our goal. What do? You become a puppet master. That's the goal, to be a puppet master. I'm going to tell you it's boring and steady. I've been teaching boring and steady all my life. I don't want to run a business. I don't want to hand somebody my money so they get act brag how they're rich. I want to own a piece. You're stuck with me for an hour, 1 hour. It's a blueprint call. In this blueprint call, let's understand what that means, okay? You and I are going to talk about your past, present, and future. Did you screw up American Express or Chase? Do you have a tax lien or bankruptcy? Do you have a family? Do you have a corporation? Do you have 18 divisions? From there, we're going to look at irrevocable trust. You're going to learn to plan to live. You're also going to plan to die. That's the way it's going to be. So a car is a division. House will be bought through trust for the future. It's auto income. And what I put in my book in 1976 is financial freedom. And I put in there cash flow fee per time. I wrote it in the beginning. It belongs to me. A blueprint call is $5,000, you and your partner of life. The office sells it for $2,000, no problem. If you did it while we're on a webinar now, it's half price of $9.99. If it's done now. If we partner up, all right, if you sell that, it save 10%. If you partner with me in a project, it becomes free. That would be the goal. Now, my problem in basically 1984, I had a big problem. I owned a bunch of shakies, 31 flavors, donut stores, all kinds of stuff, and Subways and shopping centers, all goodies. And I get this letter in the mail. It says, I have to pay $800 to $1,000. $800 to $1,000 franchise tax fee. What the blankety blank? So I wanted to go to Sacramento. I got to ask a question. Because it was corp to corp, owning corporation. Okay, all right, no problem back then. Within the division process, I remembered If I create an entity or individual person, I can get a tax ID. If I create an entity under the corporation, then hopefully I don't have to pay franchise tax fee. Sacramento, I asked 2 departments a question. Can I create an entity under the corporation that doesn't have to pay franchise tax fee? They say create a form or modify one. This form has been modified 10 times over the years. Your corporation will have a division. It'll be number 4A. 4A, there, write it down. I'll put me as 4, administrating the escrow. And there's a 4A, B, and C. If I need more, I'll put C, D, and F, okay? You are going to write a check from your line of credit I help you build into escrow. You own a piece. You own this piece or your division forever until it burns down or we die. Hopefully we'll leave it the right way that we don't have inheritance tax and all that crap that people do called probate. Would you like to own 25, 50, or 75 of a piece? Let me know. I've been doing this since 1987, by the way. It's kind of fun. We get to play the game to win. If you want to play with me, we get to win every day. All right. 2026. I get people, oh, can I try 90 days to see if it works? Okay, no problem. Right? No problem at all. 3 months of coaching, 100,000 of personal or business credit right here, blueprint call, monthly calls every 3 weeks, 18 books and CDs. I'm going to give you 18 divisions, which is usually 20,000 bucks, because I need 9 for lines of credit and 9 for locations, okay? By the way, they have to be filed this year so I can use them next year. You have to be on the 2nd year. That's the goal. Now I'm going to run out of time. If we did this today, the office is going to say the list price is usually $10,000. Their office price today is $7,000. It's a discount. If you did it during the webinar with me, it's $5,000. It's a giveaway. So for $5,000, you could do that now, and you play with me for 90 days. Now you decide to do that, no problem at all. If you want to do a year, I will not credit what you paid there for the year at all. You made that decision, and that's what you decide to do for 90 days. If you want the year, you add the same price for the year and go on and on and on, up and away. Now, a year means one thing. I'm going to give you $100,000 of personal credit and business credit. That's $200,000 of credit. Usually that's $20,000 just for the credit. The blueprint call is very simple. We're going to be on that phone for up to an hour with your partner of life. Make sure we understand what that blueprint's all about. We're going to basically put you in there for 12 months. If we total this all up today, it's very simple. It's about $27,000, by the way. People in 2006, 7, and 9, and 8 would pay $100,000 for that back then. But I'm doing $1 million a day anyway, having some fun. All right. If you need to put $2,500 down, okay, we get everything lined up for you, we can do that too. I can build credit for you, and maybe help pay the balance on that. But again, if you put $2,500 down, you don't get the $200,000 of credit. You get $100,000 instead, because you made us finance it. The ultimate goes up to you. If this is done today, not tomorrow, next week, it is $19,995. It's $20,000, 20,000 bucks. Period. Okay, that's the normal price that we're going to stick to from now on. It's up to you. It's going to be up to you as well. It is a Zelle, simple to do. From there, you can use card, pay 5% more, and that's going to be up to you. Zelle, now, and always good. 800-254-9506. The ability to repackage you. Remember, the Ray Reynolds University, the bill I'm standing in today, is very simple. It is to help you every step of the way. What are we trying to do? If you have a company and you want me to help your company, I'll help you get to $1 million to $1 billion anyway. Do that all the time. By the time I'm doing auto income, you're going to want to quit your job and go over here. But it's going to be up to you. So if you want a 3, 6, or 12 months program, we can customize that as well. But it's up to you. I like the blueprint loan, American Express. I like check with money at the bank, but other things we get to obtain as well. They offer 99 more cards. I think that's crazy. I don't want 99, I want 9, okay? But again, it's going to be up to you. From there, we're going to take that blueprint loan. I'd like you to think about, David got 240, Keith got 165, 125, 175, or 210. Whatever it might be, you use that to go into an escrow. You're using borrowed money you didn't have before to offset the taxes, and you got an auto income and a division of your corporation, and you just create an income because you used to finance it and brought it off on your taxes, and now you're winning the game. You're playing like the big boys and girls do, okay? They want you to have 100,000 in your bank account in and out all the time, 100,000. They want 30 transactions. If you don't have it, I have another program and I have that too. We can connect the dots in that program. So either way, I got what you need if you don't have the pieces. I'm going to show them bank accounts that show basically about $500,000 or so in a bank account. I can show more, but that's what I want to do, just why overwhelm them. So what do? We get to play the game. If I basically set up a blueprint loan for you, I'm going to exercise the card, show the bank account from there, and what's going to happen is I'm going to charge you 10% on the line of credit after we close an escrow. I won't back you in a corner and have to pay something you can't afford right away anyway. The goal is we want to win. We want to partner up. If I get a blueprint loan for you and I do all the work using my corporate divisions and entities for you, I charge you $4,000 to do that. It's not cheap. If you want me to fast track my corporation because you haven't years long enough, for instance, I have clients, well, I don't have 2 years yet, Ray, what do? I do it on the fast track. I use my corporation to build a blueprint loan, and from there the corp, and I transfer back to you anyway. The goal is to make sure you win. You might even get two at the same time, which can be about $500,000. Be careful. But that fast track usually is about $7,000. Today it's 5, if you did that one as well, but it's up to you. My goal is to make sure you understand I'm online 6 days a week, live all the time to hold your hand. Friday and Saturday classes all the time too. You're going to have to learn to reprogram what you do today because I think you're doing it wrong anyway. In my opinion, don't take offense to that. It's a zell, always good. And if you do it today, you call that office 800-254-9506. If it's done today through this broadcast, these are the discounts you get now. If you're not calling the next 15 minutes, I'm sorry to say, they're going to say you blew it, but that's on you. We get to play the game. Look behind the curtain every day, behind the curtain every step of the way. You see, we have the ability to repackage yourself. Unfortunately, most people don't know how. You don't know how and you get stuck. Well, that kind of sucks. What do we do next? For me, I'm going to stay safe, strong. Remember, I do my best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. All I know is I can basically change lives, and that's the vision that God gave me a long time ago. Even though I died and came back broke, had to rebuild it again. I would suggest highly, you can right now, 800-254-9506. Talk to a specialist. Because after today, you will not get the same specials I offered to you. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so have a great Thanksgiving. Stay safe, stay strong. And always remember, at the end of the day, it's pretty simple. All right, we have a choice. And the choice is very simple today. All right, all we have to remember is God loves us all. Happy holidays.